So as far as EPA financial, so do you guys, I wanted to talk a little bit more about it. Do you guys do funding for people? Do you like recommend? Do you help people build their business credit? Can we get more information for the listeners?
Absolutely. So, as far as what we do, so when it comes to business credit, so yes, we help you to be able to build your business credit. So, what that means will be I give you the guides, whether it's an ebook, of course, or through our coaching program, right? So, I
Mhm.
provide you guys a guide of how you can build your business credit, give you the step by steps on that. And I also do consultations. So, I pretty much at this point like do a consultation every day.
Okay.
And that's more so for those individuals that are stuck in their business, right? So if you're stuck in your business, you have no direction, you don't know where to go, you have started building business credit, you're stuck. So that's what I assist with when it comes down to the consultation. And so again, we have the ebooks that we offer as well. I have a course that is step-by-step instructional course
Mhm.
for individuals as well. And then I also have a coaching program that is actually going to begin on November the 21st. So this is going to be the very first coaching program. So I'm super excited about it for my student.
Mhm.
We're going to get it popping. So the funding part of it. So what I do is basically I kind of get an analysis of where the person is in their business and what you're looking for,
Gotcha.
right? Because when it comes down to business funding, you do need to have some sort of revenue. Your
Mhm.
personal credit matters, all these great things.
Mhm.
So I just get, the forms and stuff. And then from that point forward, I guide the person along the way.
Mhm.
So based off what your criteria are, I'm like, okay, you are able to get, a cash advance funding or an invoice factoring or
Mhm.
startup money or whatever the case may be. So that's how it works when it comes down to the working capital part of it.
Mhm.
Of what we offer. And then also to be able to form businesses. So I form strictly only the LLCs. So if a person needs to have a business form, I can also assist with that area. And then once we form your business, it's time to build. Okay. It's
Yeah,
time
yeah,
to build from that point, right? So
yeah.
that's pretty much what we offer as of right now in EPA Financial.
Okay, cool. So I want to speak for, let's say I'm the listener that I want to get into business, but I don't even know what type of business I want. Do you assist with that as well, or I got to come up with something?
So will that be more so like the business name, the LLC? Like
No, just a type
like
of
the
business.
structuring?
What if I'm just like I come to you, I'm just like, Lashanta, I'm trying to be rich in life, but I don't even know what I want to do. You feel me? So what should I what kind of business
Uh,
do you recommend I do?
so I mean, we don't per se, I guess, assist with it. I can, but I also be very mindful of what I assist and coach on, right?
Okay.
Because when it comes down to certain things, like I would suggest your CPA, right? When it comes down to okay, what do you think is the best structuring of my business? Well, I can tell you what my thoughts are. However, I don't know what the direction of your business may be in. So
Yeah.
even that visual, I feel like to your CPA or someone of that nature is a more reasonable thing because they are the ones who potentially is going to help you with your tax strategies and different things like
Gotcha.
that, depending on what type of business you have.
Gotcha.
But, the usual and the typical is the LLCs, right? Starting with your LLC and then being able to advance from that.
Mhm.
Um, I feel even when it comes down to S corps and C corps and things like that, I don't educate more on that anymore
Mhm.
because once I actually got my own personal CPA, who was also a tax advisor, she was like, people, everybody's going around saying things about this S corp, but do you know when it's beneficial for you or
Mhm.
not beneficial? Some people jump in and look too fast, but you're not actually profitable,
Mhm.
right? So we set up the LLC. So I instruct about the LLCs and things of that nature, whether it's single member, multi-member, things of that nature, the simplicity of the things. But when it gets too complicated, I'm shipping you right to the CPA, or you
Okay.
can go to your accountant.
Okay.
But it's good, I feel, to have a sense of direction to be able to assist a person. So if I just have to, like, if it's not getting too technical, then I can definitely assist and consult with that area.
Okay. Sounds good. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that I would say majority of my listeners, if we're talking about a business aspect, would probably be closer to, maybe credit repair. Some people might be trucking, Turo,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Are those typically what you come across? Like typically what type of businesses do you see yourself helping? I know you mentioned trucking.
Yes, so we
Okay.
mainly have trucking, of
Mainly
course.
trucking.
So
Okay.
yes, so the type of business we have is a trucking consulting business. So we don't own trucks or anything like that. We actually help people start the trucking companies,
Gotcha.
right? So we'll assist them with the basically like the back office support in the compliance portion.
Hmm.
So they call us the compliance queens and things like that. So that's a whole
Okay.
other topic.
Okay.
But So that's what we do on that side. So I would say mainly trucking, just small business in general. I don't have a specific niche of who I assist because I can assist in all industries. Because when it comes to business credit, that applies to every industry,
Everybody,
right? Yeah. So it really doesn't have a specific on that. If you need assistance with business credit, honey, I got you. So yeah, that's what I do.
Okay. And I was just curious, what does EPA stand for?
Every penny account. So every
Oh,
penny
okay.
account. Yep.
Every penny account?
Yep, every penny
Okay.
accounts.
Okay, that's what's up.
And
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, so as far as I was just curious about your coaching program. I know you have a lot of offers. So you have you said you have like a guide to help people build their business credit, which is like an ebook. You also have a coaching program that's starting on the 21st. This episode is gonna air way after that, so I don't know if is there gonna be another like cohort replays, or how does that?
It'll be another round in January. So it's
Okay.
basically every quarter that I'll be doing
Oh,
it
okay.
pretty much. Okay. So after this, so it'll end January the 21st. So after that, okay, the next round will be coming, right? So in the coaching program, it's going to be webinars, right? So I'm going to literally show my students how to do certain things. So if they need to understand how to apply for a credit card or the Amazon pay by invoice or any of that type of stuff, we would pretty much have class, right? And then we'll have bi-weekly Q&A sessions, one-on-one coaching sessions, things of that nature. So just really being able to be that clutch to them, that individual, so I can make sure they're held responsible and accountable and being intentional about building, because people can just get ebooks and courses and things like that, and they really do nothing with them, right? So I feel that some people, that's why they get into these coaching programs or mentorship programs, because they need you to hold their hand, like guide them along the way, right? And so that's pretty much what I will be assisting with. So it'll be more so a coaching versus like a mentorship type of thing.
Okay, is it like 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or how long is it?
It's a 3-month program. So I do
Oh,
a
3 month
3-month
program.
program. It's
Okay.
a 3-month program. So bi-weekly Q&A sessions, monthly one-on-ones, different things of that nature. So 3 whole months they have me.
Okay.
Teaching them a lot though. But at the end of the program, my ultimate goal is to make sure that they are leaving with at least 6 figures in funding, right? And making sure that their personal credit is intact. That you have your business credit scores, that you have applied for at least 2 to 3 credit cards, right? No PG cards, major credit cards. So I need you to leave all the way together, right? I need you to be solid by the time you need this program. And because that's the ultimate goal. I don't want to leave them empty-handed. And they also leave with a call to action plan. So I need you to continue on with this process even after our 3-month program, so I can make sure you will be successful starting for 2023.
Okay, perfect. And how can my listeners, if they're interested, get on maybe like the waiting list for the next one? Like, do they just DM you? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, they could definitely DM me. I do actually have a coaching program wait list as well. So I can put it in my link tree, which is on my Instagram page or Facebook. I just have the link tree on all platforms.
Gotcha.
So if anyone is interested, then they can just join the wait list. Or if they want a more direct, they can DM me. You know how the world works now. So you can just DM me or send me a messenger or whatever it may be. Or they can just email me as well. So you can email me at info@epafinancialsolutions.com as well.
Okay, cool. And I'll have all your information in like the description and all that.
Perfect.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you something. Oh yeah, business credit. So let's say like I don't know nothing about business credit. Let's say I don't know nothing about no paydex score. I don't know nothing about no different tiers and all that. Break it down to me. How do I build a business credit score? What if I think business credit is like a FICO score? Like I don't know nothing. Like break it down to me.
Gotcha. All right. So first of all, before you even start building business credit, because they like, how do I even start this?
Yeah.
Well, your first thing is going to be your foundation. So making sure that your business, that you have your business name, you have a legal entity, which is an LLC, partnership, corporation, whatever you may need. You have a professional email, virtual address. I'd never suggest anyone to have their home address because this is publicized information.
Yeah.
So anything that is business related is publicized, right? So I never suggest people have their home address. Also being able to get your DUNS number, make sure you have your website, professional imaging, being verified on Google, right? So getting
that's a good one.
yeah, absolutely. Making sure that your business is credible. before you even start building this business credit. So get it on Google, Yahoo, Yelp, Bing, basically all the major 411 national directories, being a part of that, right? So that's first and foremost. So I tell everybody, make sure your foundation is set first. So after that, you're going to begin with your tier 1 accounts. So you have your tier 1, tier 2s, and tier 3 accounts. So you start with your tier 1 accounts, which is your net 30s or your vendor accounts.
What does net 30 mean?
I got you, honey. So your net 30s is going to be those vendor accounts. So basically, if you purchase something today, you do not have to pay for with a debit or credit card right then. You will make those purchases in 30 days, okay? But I never tell people to pay in 30 days because when it comes to business credit, your paying early matters the most, right? So we're going to pay it back in about 20 days, no more than 25 days. If it's just a hit or miss, it's like, okay, I got to push it a little bit more. Like, don't surpass like 25 days, all right? So you start with those net 30 accounts. So that could be your call accounts, Granger, Crown Office Supplies, the CEO Creative. So those would be like your vendor accounts, all right? Then we're going to move forward to our retail accounts. So Staples, Office Depot, your Amazon, pay by invoice. So you'll be doing that as well, right? You don't move on to your next steps until you have at least 3 to 5 vendor accounts in each tier, okay? So we build it out in the first tier. Now we're ready to move on to tier 2, okay? When you leave there, by the time a person goes to tier 3, so your credit cards, different things of that nature, you should at least have about 6 to 10 vendor accounts already in place, okay? A lot of people don't know regarding like the 4th tier, but that's like your vehicles, right? Your vehicles, your lines of credits, your loans, all of that stuff. So by the time you get to step 4, we should have about 10 to 12 accounts in place, right? So we should have pretty much a solid business credit profile built out by the time we're ready to get vehicles, get your Airbnbs, vending machines, all this great stuff. As far as a time frame, because I know like people always ask like, well, how long does it take to do a good business
That was
credit?
my next question.
So it takes about up to a year. For me, I feel like a year is a good point to be like, okay, I have about 10 to 12 vendor accounts, right? Now I'm ready to go ahead and get those credit cards, those major credit cards, or those no PG cards. And never forget about the fuel cards, because we're still getting fuel cards in the midst of this too, right? And your Airbnbs, things of that nature. So for a solid, solidified business credit profile, I feel like a year is a really good standpoint in being able to move forward, right? So even if you can't make it a year, I will at least push it at least to about 9 months. You can get a lot done. If a person is really adamant and determined and have drive about themselves, then you can have a solid, I feel like, business credit profile built in about 9 months. And you should be ready to get like a vehicle for sure, or to start like a Turo business or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Definitely sounds good. So I didn't even know about the tier 4 thing. I know tier 3 and everything. I didn't know tier 4 is a vehicle. So yeah, that's definitely good information. So I saw on your profile, I think it looked like you were on the news or something.
So that is actually my trademark lawyer. Yep.
Can you talk about that? How did that opportunity come about?
Honey, listen, God, I guess, because
God.
What's so funny even about that interview? Like, I literally had not even launched the business yet. I was basically in the process of relaunching, and so I put everything on hold. And I just started like the relaunch in September. So the progress that people see from September to now, it literally just happened. Like, I'm talking about from 1,000 followers to like 23,000 followers in no time. God, okay? Don't ask me. Nothing but God. But anyway, so Dana actually, she's based out of Atlanta. And so she have done our trademark business for our LLG transportation consultant business. So she did our trademark for that business. So she's kind of familiar with me. And so she followed my page. And so she was like, and she said it was a very hot topic, right? It was a very hot topic for business credit, and nobody was really talking about it. So reached out to me, her team reached out to me. We got the interview set up, and I mean, it was a good done deal for that. So she's actually in the process of working on my trademark for this business as we speak. So that's how it really happened. So I guess we kind of had a connection in a sense, but the fact that I was still so new, like I didn't even have half of the engagement I have, right? Like half. I mean, like freaking almost 85%. I didn't have half of this stuff. So that's why Neil was like, okay, guy, I see what you're about to start doing, right? And it's just really happened. She reached out, we made it happen, Captain, and that's where the interview came from.
Okay, that's dope. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's dope.